So screen is visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
The classical era. The classical era, the early Greek contribution to science. Early Greek contribution to science. Early Greek contribution to science. Greek contribution to science. Any name you have studied in your first year, early some philosophers or mathematician, medical practitioners, reputed those who have contributed a lot in our today's medicine, I mean present medicine. Will you say some names? Anybody can tell the names, those great philosophers, those great medicine practitioners and their name. Anybody can tell me, please? Please tell me, Nidhi, from Greek, who is a reputed name? We have
Sir, Archimedes.
very good. Archimedes, very nice. And another name? Another name?
Aristotle.
Aristotle's contribution in which area? Basically, zoology. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then another, who is considered as father of modern medicine? Hippocrates. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you know very well. Hippocrates is considered as the father of modern philosophy. What is the diagnosis, detection, and how we have to detect the particular disease is shown by Hippocrates. Yes? Okay, then, yes, very good. This is practice. If Shreyas, let me admit. So one by one, you have background knowledge. One by one, we will study. In the previous age, three ages: Paleolithic age, Neolithical age, and urban revolution. I mean, urban revolution means Mesopotamia and Egyptian cultures. In Egyptian culture, after followed by this Egyptian or Mesopotamian culture, now we can see the glory of Greek classical era. Uh, in the early Greek contribution to science, let us study uh, mythologies, gods, the almighty force is there behind this universe. Such type of thinking, thought process was lagging behind, and now the new wave of thought, logic, reasoning has came into existence in this classical era, Greek classical era, and they have actually removed God. God is not an entity. Actually, we have created God. Such a type of logical reasoning, enlightened thinking was came into existence during this era. It's very important. Remove the God. Okay. Then remove the gods from the personal role they had played in the cosmologies of Babylonia and Egypt, and sought to order the world according to philosophical principles. There is always philosophy. Philosophy. In philosophy, logic is there, reasoning. Why? How? Which is the center, earth or sun? This planet, which is the center? So new wave of thoughts, they are coming and they are exposing human mind, human faculty of thinking. Then apart from this, Thales of Miletus, I will write. In the 6th century, you can also write it down. Thales of Miletus in the 6th century BC, before Christ, was one of the earliest of these and contributed to astronomy. He has contributed in astronomy, geometry, and cosmology. Yes, astronomy, geometry, and cosmology. You can write these things. You will forget in the course of time. Then he was followed by Anaximander, who extended Thales' ideas. Okay, someone is there that is called as Anaximander, who has extended, who has given a reshaped the ideas of Miletus and proposed that the universe is composed of 4 basic elements. Who told the first of all the earth is mixed of 4 elements, made up of 4 elements, that is called as, you also can write it down, Anaximander. He told that earth is made up of 4 elements, that is called as earth, air, fire, and water. Universe is composed of, okay, universe is composed of 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. The same thinking, the thought process is there in Indian context also. Will not go in apart from after this classical era, otherwise you will confuse. Then we will see. Then this theory was also taught by Empedocles, 5th century BC in Sicily. This theory was accepted in Europe until the 17th century. आता ही जी थिअरी आहे 17व्या शतकापर्यंत ऍक्सेप्ट होती. कोणती? The earth elements, he theory. Not until the arrival of skeptical chemist, the title of the book of Robert Boyles in 1661, is there a serious threat to this Greek theory of elements. Skeptical chemist रॉबर्ट बॉयले 1661 मध्ये एक पुस्तक आलं रॉबर्ट बॉयलेचं आणि त्या पुस्तकामध्ये हा जो विचार होता की द universe is made up of 4 elements, namely earth, air, fire, and water. This thought process, this thinking was left, and new wave of thought came into existence. The philosophers Lysippus and Democritus, both in the 5th century. Okay, just the background, but very important. Let us study a Pythagorean theory. Pythagoras and his contribution is a lot. Pythagoras, what he in the 6th century BC, we are talking about, the principal concept was that of number. The Pythagorean tried to explain the working of the universe in terms of whole numbers and their ratio, in addition to contributions to mathematics and philosophy. Apart from mathematics and philosophy, what Pythagoras pointed out, Pythagoras pointed out that working of the universe, how this universe is working, which is the center, what is there, the curiosity, the faculty of curiosity is gaining much significant in this era universe in terms of whole numbers of their ratio in addition to contribution. Okay, they also made notable studies in the area of biology and anatomy. Biology and anatomy. Pythagoreans or his followers, his disciple, his students, they have also contributed in biology and anatomy of human being in the 5th century BC. So when we are discussing the entire things, we can see the contribution of Greek eminent philosophers, medicine practitioners, and they were thinking in a new way. New thought process are emerging. So it is really the new dawn of the present century. ही जी आहे 20व्या शतक 21व्या शतकाचे जे काही पहाट आहे ती या काळामध्ये कुठेतरी पहाट जी आहे ती झाली असं आपण म्हणू शकतो. Then they also made notable studies. Yes, the most important developments in medicine were made by Hippocrates. Just I told you, Hippocrates and his contribution to medicine in the 4th century BC. 4th century, 6वं शतक, त्यानंतर 5वं शतक, नंतर 4थं शतक आणि 4थ्या शतकामध्ये हिप्पोक्रेटस हा होऊन गेला. Who formulated the science of diagnosis based on accurate descriptions of the symptoms of various diseases. Various diseases are there, and according to it, how to detect and how to have remedies, some prescriptions of medicines. It is there. So who has note down? First of all, Hippocrates has note down these things and he has researched of the symptoms of various diseases. The Hippocratic collection and the Hippocratic oath, which is part of it, has remained the broad basis of medical principles up to our own day. Now at present time also, the same thing is applicable, that is executed by Hippocrates in his treatment to various disease patients. The greatest figure of earlier Greek period were philosophers Plato, 427 to 347 BC, 3rd century, and Aristotle, 384 BC to 222 BC, each of whom exerted an influence that has extended down to modern times. After just recording. Okay, so did you understand Plato? When we think of Plato, there is no faculty remained which has not studied by Plato, and his academy, Athenian academy, has glorified, has given new feathers in the cap of modern science, philosophy, literature, and all the faculties, all the subjects which come under the sun. So his contribution, before it, Plato, and before Plato, Socrates has not written anything. In the 5th century, Socrates has not written a single word, but his disciple, Socrates, has given the logic. He told the meaning of truth, what he says. An unexamined life is not worth living. Okay, I know nothing except the fact of my ignorance. मला माझं फक्त अज्ञान माहिती आहे, त्याच्याशिवाय दुसरं काहीही माहिती नाही. I know nothing except the fact of my ignorance. An unexamined life is not worth living. And for his philosophical treatise, he taught orally to his disciples. And for the sake of truth, सत्याचा मार्ग खूप अवघड असतो असं म्हणतात. For the sake of truth, he also consumed and died. So for the sake of truth, he is the only person, and he has died because of the pressure of the empire that time. That the name of his मला विष जे त्यांनी पिलं त्याचं नाव मला नाही हे आता आठवत, पण सत्यासाठी आपला विषाचा पेला पिण्यासाठी सॉक्रेटिस तयार झाला. And this made the people think about his thoughts, about his practice, that he used to ask the questions to the Athenian people, Athenian citizens. So what is the reality? Okay, what is truth? What is life? तो काय करायचा की जे काही नागरिक आहेत अथेन्सचे त्यांच्याकडून खरं वदवून घ्यायचा. खरं काय आहे त्यांना सांगायचं नाही, त्यांना प्रश्न विचारायचा आणि खरं काय आहे ते त्यांच्याकडूनच काढायचं. त्याच्यामुळे एक रेव्होल्युशन झाली, एक क्रांती झाली, वैचारिक क्रांती सॉक्रेटिसच्या काळामध्ये घडून आली. राज्य म्हणजे काय, राजाचे काय कर्तव्य असतं, मग राजा म्हणजे असा का जो काही आपलं अधिकाराचं अंधानुकरण करतो, तो म्हणजे राजा का, मग राजा म्हणजे कोण, राज्य म्हणजे काय, अशा प्रकारे प्रश्न विचारायचा की लोक विचार करण्यासाठी प्रवृत्त व्हायचे. Socrates is the first. Then after Socrates, his disciple Plato and Aristotle has reshaped, nurtured the ideas of Socrates in new way and contributed a lot in all the disciplines. Then Aristotle inaugurates scientific zoology. Okay, just we have spoken the Aristotle. What he did inaugurate scientific zoology in his reliance on careful observations. He relied on observations. Then he studied sea life or marine life, the habits of fishes, the development of octopus family. Okay, science students, they are familiar with it. And the nature of whales, dolphins, and porpoises he studied. Aristotle was also a pioneer in attempting a system of classification and seems almost to glimpse the pattern of evolution. For the first time, he also has studied the pattern of evolution. And Charles Darwin has given some new origin in his book published in 1857. He has given nurtured, but the base in Origin of Species. He also has noted down the Aristotelian practice in science. So Aristotle was the base for Charles Darwin and modern science also. Something origin is very important. Origin is, if support origin or foundation is there, then it's very easy to build the monuments. So what Charles Darwin and Sigmund Freud or modern scientists they did, they have built the monuments on the foundation made by Greek philosophers, Greek intellectuals. Did you understand? Greek intellectuals, their contribution is the foundation, and modern science is the monuments. Actually, marble monuments, okay, which is called, they have built, and foundation is crucial for building or for any other purpose. Then influence of Alexandrian schools. Okay, Alexandrian schools, let us study in Greek or Hellenistic. Alexander the Great has founded the school of Alexandrian. It was included Euclid. तिसऱ्या शतकामध्ये युक्लिड होऊन गेला इसवी सन पूर्व, who organized the axiomatic system of geometry that has served as the model for many other scientific presentations since then. His book Elements became Europe's standard textbook. Which book? I will write the book. I will write the book. His book Element. Whose book? Euclid. Euclid's 3 BC. His book Element is considered as the standard textbook in geometry, retaining that position until the 19th century. 5-10 मिनिट झालं 5 मिनिटात
मोबाईलवर केले मी 200 प्रश्न मोबाईलवर टाईप केले
झालं 5 मिनिटात झालं लेक्चर फक्त ते क्लोज करा सर आवाज येतो एलिमेंट्स Euclid his book Elements you can write it down so then Eratosthenes 3rd century BC I will write it third century BC made remarkable accurate estimate of the size of the earth. Okay, Eratosthenes, what he did, size of the earth, he calculated the circumference, जे काही भोवतीचा परिसर जो आहे, circumference of the earth as 46,000 kilometer. This is amazing. Only 15% out फक्त 15% थोडं चुकीचं होतं किती होतं ते 40,000 किलोमीटर इज क्लोजर टू द ट्रूथ पण जवळच आहे ना 46,000 किलोमीटर सांगणं काय 40 थोडस जवळच त्यांनी केलेलं होतं तेव्हा काही सोय नसताना त्यांनी हे केलं त्यानंतर Aristarchus showed that the sun is larger than the earth and suggested a heliocentric model for the solar system. Heliocentric, earth is not the center but sun is the center, which is called as heliocentric model. He has developed. Who has developed? Aristarchus. Okay, I will write it down. Aristarchus. What he says that the earth is not earth centric but heliocentric. Sun is the center. Then just Nidhi pointed out Archimedes in the 2nd century BC worked as Syracuse, Sicily, and made contribution to mathematics and mechanics that were surprisingly modern in spirit. Archimedes, I will write. Archimedes and his contribution to mathematics that is very really modern in spirit. And last one, let us study the second Alexandrian school flourished in the 1st century of the Christian era. 1st century BC नाही पहिलं जे शतक आहे after Rome had become the leading power in the Mediterranean. रोम हे मूळ जे काय आहे ते सर्व संस्कृती जे काय युरोप मधले त्याचं एक सेंटर झालं होतं त्या काळामध्ये. इट इन्क्लुड्स Ptolemy माहिती असेल पीक I will write it down. Second century, not BC, but AD, Anno Domini, who presented the geocentric system of the universe that was to dominate astronomical thought for 1400 years. And his contemporary Heron, who contributed to geometry and pneumatics. So let us study what early Greek contribution to science we have seen. Apart from early Greek, we have studied influence of Alexandrian school, first Alexandrian school and second Alexandrian school. When we think of their contribution, really those period before 6th century to 2nd century. 2nd century 6व शतक पूर्व 6व शतक म्हणजे BC बिफोर क्राइस्ट 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 आणि पहिलं आणि दुसरं शतक ह्या 600 वर्षामध्ये जे काही योगदान ग्रीक ग्रीक देशानं दिलेला आहे. तर हे खरंच अमेझिंग आहे. इट्स रिअली वंडरफुल अँड दॅट हॅज मेड द फाउंडेशन ऑफ मॉडर्न थॉट, मॉडर्न नॉलेज in all faculty. Okay, literature, science, painting, architecture, botany, zoology, whatever, physics, basically physics, mathematics, geometry, cosmology, they have contributed a really wonderful and innovative age. Innovative. During this time we can see the innovations are made. They try very hard to search the meaning of something, meaning of universe, meaning of planet, meaning of the subjects, meaning of marine life, meaning of plants, their origin, everything was done. And those at present century Nobel laureates in all the field, science, economics, uh, literature, so for them, their contribution, I mean Greek intellectuals, and their contribution is proved to be the base foundation for their own insights. नवीन काही आजच्या काळामध्ये जे काही सायंटिस्ट, नोबेल प्राइज विनर्स, त्यांचे आहे योगदान भरपूर आहे, पण त्यांच्यासाठी एक एक जे काही आहे ते बेस तयार करण्याचं काम या काळामध्ये झालेलं आपल्याला दिसून येतं. तर आपण you have listened very difficult subject, classical era, very patiently. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Thanks a lot.